All right.
Okay.
Great.
Festus is running out of places to hide. Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Yep.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
Great.
Machine Festus was building. They must have finished it.
Yep.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm
Great.
almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if... No. Just stay where you are, okay? Handle the machines. Okay. Be safe.
Disrupting Cauldron Kappa. You are a violation, but no more.
Great. Who's ready for that fight? Because I'm not.
Your interference will be terminated. Deploying priority unit S.
Slaughter's fine.
Those things on its legs are glowing. I think it's charging up.
Okay, so it very clearly knows where I am.
I can switch it up.
Okay.
Finished charging. It's covered in plasma.
Good to know. So that's how this thing works. Woo! Just keep the acid going. Thankfully, this thing is just so huge that it doesn't really matter how exactly I hit it. But my god, did that take a lot. Maybe I should have just stuck with the acid arrows. Whew. Oh, get away from that.
It's gonna explode any second. Maybe one of my potions can help.
Is that what that plasma does? If I can get to it. Oh. Come on. There we go. Okay, come on. Oh. Girl, please. What I need is just anything
It's charging up
that'll
again.
combat this. Okay. Okay, come on, hit those. Unfortunately, it can run and charge, apparently. Ooh, okay. I think this is actually better for hitting it with the acid. Okay.
Maybe purge water.
Good to know. Well, I did hit it with some purge water, so there is that. Okay, come on, get. Come on. Oh, jeez, I'm so tired of this. This thing is so cheap. Come on, now is not the time. I just need to freeze this thing out for just a second. Let me get some heals in. Thank God for this blast sling. Oh, man. If only one thing happens, just let one of its attacks be gone. 2, 3. Okay. So, purge water was definitely the right plan. Okay. Okay, keep moving, keep moving. There's that thing that I was looking for. That wasn't what I was trying to do. What? Okay. Okay. Radical blast, so. Oh, it moved. Man. Please stop with the butt.
Shut it up.
Okay, let me get one more at least in there.
There. Got a break from its
Okay.
plasma attacks.
For at least a solid second and a half. I can't believe I'm surviving against this thing as well as I am. I need to take a moment, though, to gather up more heals, at least. There we go. Yeah, this thing loves me. How on earth? Critical strike. Didn't do much. Better than literally doing nothing. Okay, get that purge water in there. Oh. Come on, move. Move, 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 move.
Feeling better.
Okay. Got it. All combat machines killed.
You did it! There
Yeah.
should be one more note to override.
All right, you got it. No problem.
Good. Stand by.
Just let me.
Hephaestus back to you.
Okay. Enough points to activate that. That's fine. Okay. Re-uploaded everything. I got one of the circulators. I think I still need a circulator and one of the nerves. One of the other things I should take before I do the override, though, is gather up as much of the Heelys as I can, because, boy, am I out after that. Okay, there's some more of those. It would be nice if I could have just, like, maybe one more thing of Heelys while I'm in here, but... Anything else? Yeah, we got some of this. Oh, thank you. And because I'm carrying more on me, I think I'm just going to need the large ones. So I'm going to run out of wild meat. Ah, no. Just barely the perfect amount. Although, boy, am I running low out of the medicinal berries in my inventory. But hey. Better than nothing, right? Okay. Override this network. Whew.
No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Well,
Got it. Hephaestus is back in the core! Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back. And then we
Well.
can start the merge.
oh
Because
my
of you,
god.
Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at
True.
you, Aloy.
So very true. How do I remember this? Haven't I been over here? Oh, maybe this way was locked previously? Or something? Look, all I know is I had the foresight. Okay, that can stay there. I had the foresight to leave a gun over by them. I wonder if it's still there. Nope, the gun's gone.
Aloy, the bypass is done. The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained.
Perfect.
And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Please, 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 let this be done. All right. Hopefully this takes even less time. All right.
Okay, to complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus's malicious code. Carefully.
Okay. I wonder what all... Okay, that's some of the malicious code down. Thankfully, we understand what needs to be removed. But I'm still very clearly learning the AIs from her. Thing is, though, I am a fast learner. So, you know, hopefully 4.5 hours goes by like it's nothing. And...
Aloy, look.
we got it. Ah, a new one. Thank you. A Sunwing. Now I can override those. I think that was the last thing I couldn't override. Get Gaia out of here.
Well, hello, redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time.
Get her out. Get her and the thing out.
Erik, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Erik. Thank you for thinking properly.
Ooh!
Get him out.
Behind me.
There's got to be some sort of something better we can come up with.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're
Aloy.
having fun, right?
Come on, Aloy. You better not.
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready
Yeah,
for
see?
transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
What is she doing?
Can't even see her.
Tell me Varl's okay. Tell me Varl's okay.
Beta,
Are we? Where are we? Is this my room? Well, at least we got to keep the focus.
where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you.
Yeah, well.
I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger.
Okay.
We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
Yeah, see, she and Elizabeth were a thing. Tell me Varl's okay. Please, they had stuff to fix all kinds of zeniths. There's no way Varl's dead. That happened so quick. There was nothing that could be done to confirm the kill.
What is all this for? Some kind of survival bunker?
What is with the opera? God, I'm getting Bioshock vibes. I'm not ready for this.
What is this?
Art?
Just a few favorites from my collection,
What?
rescued and stored here just before I went off-world.
I see.
Take a look, if you like.
Well, it wasn't my favorite if you were
I'm
doing
curious
Greek.
to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead.
Okay.
Ada and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick
Okay.
to dismiss the comfort we can find in art,
She's right.
or the insight we might gain. My
She's
favorite
right.
pairing on the left is woman reading a letter by
It's the same
Vermeer,
woman,
a true master.
which is
And on
interesting.
the right is a forgery.
I
woman
see.
reading music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original.
I see.
Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed
Huh.
scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
I see.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Probably.
Oh no. I made my real fortune later.
Okay. Are we just looking at the paintings then? I think I've seen this
Selene
one
and Endymion.
somewhere.
She's the goddess of the moon,
I can't.
whereas he's
I'm.
a
Is
simple
this
shepherd.
going against TOS?
Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
I think this is.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret.
I see.
The torch that Cupid bears represents Celine's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn.
Just like Tilda's love for.
This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
I see.
Mourning what?
His home,
I
the
see.
ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits.
I mean, at least she's getting that knowledge from
A
Apollo.
portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I see.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of
Wait.
a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys.
That would make sense.
The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune.
Why do I know this one?
And the background seems to swallow all light.
I know this one.
Painting is infused
Why?
with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
I think I've seen this one.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch.
That's
by
why.
far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess
I
you
see.
must have been an influential citizen.
The
In my
militia.
day, but not as influential as you've been in this new world.
I see. That's why she has a thing for me, is because I have more of that spirit. Oh, that I know the ship one.
Gust
Yeah.
by Willem van de Velde, the most famous
I
of
can
his
never pronounce
many
these.
maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Yep.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though
That
waves
makes
and
sense.
wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all
Wait a
around
minute.
it.
Nope. Okay.
She's pulling out her own hair. Out of madness, out of grief.
Eh.
It's hard to watch her suffer.
Oh, this is supposed to be,
A lot of weight on his shoulders.
yeah, Atlas.
I have a feeling.
None of my favorites are in here, though.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings were the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's Lidded Ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
Done so soon?
No, I was
I've
done.
got more important things to worry about.
I thought I listened to
We
the rest of
both
the
do.
art.
There is much we are trying to save, not the least of which is in that vault. There's
Is
nothing
there-
wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more.
I'll go,
Or
I'll
come
go.
upstairs and we'll get down to business.
I'll
Your
go.
choice.
Wasn't this the last piece that I didn't technically finish because I walked on too quickly? Yeah. But I can't interact with any of these side piece ones, so I will just continue onward. I tried interacting with all the art that I could. So we've got that at least. Nice to know that the art got saved, though. But let's be honest, it's a pharaoh's tomb. Just decorated nicely with light.
There you are.
Well,
Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see.
yeah.
Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would
course.
need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and
Okay.
Erik were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
She's got a point there. You should eat something. Man, the lighting of that dynamic there.
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta in the data channel you shared.
Yeah.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After
Just-
everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
She's
They're not
got a
my
point.
people. They never were, and especially not now.
That's fair. Sit
You
down,
shot
have
off
the
into
conversation.
space with them, and live with them for 1,000 years before coming back.
Well,
So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
what?
My old focus. You repaired it?
Yeah,
But that means you've seen.
everything.
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life.
You're gonna show Ross next,
1,000
aren't you?
years at my back, and I haven't even come close.
Ross.
I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand,
I see.
to be enlightened.
Okay.
You truly
So-
are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity.
Yeah. The one person who could tell you what she was like.
Shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Okay.
Even if it means stopping your friends.
Especially so. Please, sit down.
Please just do it. For all you know, she's probably got Varl alive in a Vita chamber or something. Would that shock you, given everything we've seen thus far?
There. That's better. We
Tea or
must
coffee?
recover Beta and Gaia at all costs.
I
By
see.
now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world
Yeah.
to specifications that would only suit us immortals.
I see.
This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Oh, of course he does.
Not if I stop him first.
Not
Of
if
course,
we
of course.
do. And once he and the others are
There
gone,
was supposed to be new room
we
in
can
our
work together
thing.
to fulfill Elizabeth's dream.
Okay.
I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A
Yeah.
complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we
I
could do
mean,
everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the
I just want
biosphere,
to have
educate
this.
the people of this world, uplift them.
I just
Create the
want
world
that for
she
a thumbnail.
imagined.
And it's going to be so much
Let's not
easier.
get ahead of ourselves.
I'll keep that picture.
From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
Yes.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're
Yeah,
not
that's fair.
invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building
Of
an
course he has.
army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
I see. The
Yeah.
Sons of Prometheus.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tanakh capital.
Of course she is.
When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control.
Of course she
Hundreds
will.
of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course.
Yeah.
It should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him,
I see. That's what he
along
wants.
with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yep.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything, except you and me.
Look at how her body language is behaving.
You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way, one that only I know about, while Silence and my friends are busy battling each other. We'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
But that means Regala wins. We might as well get as much information from her as we can.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I
Of
knew
course.
better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Erik assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I
Yeah.
returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not
Probably
easy
had the
to
specters
repair,
look
but
too.
certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas.
Of course.
What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
No.
Of
God,
course
no.
not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
Yeah, she got a point.
So I should be grateful.
Just less
if you
hostile.
like.
Yeah, just at least less hostile. That's, you know.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
They will compel her if need be. But her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion
Yeah.
when I attempted any form of kindness towards her.
I'm not shocked.
That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
There's so much information here.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
A lot of things, honestly.
Start with your life on Earth.
Yeah,
When
give me
I
a
was
rundown.
8, terrorists flooded my home city.
Hmm.
Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived.
I
My
see.
guardian sent me to boarding school.
Of course she did.
Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided,
I see.
all because of circumstances beyond my control.
I see.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Yeah, well.
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune.
Which is
First, in the
good.
technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days.
Yeah,
But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence.
I see.
From there, it
That
was
makes
only a short
sense.
step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
Yeah, I like it.
More like a service one could turn to for information.
I see.
I
She
had
went
to
corporate.
remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
I see.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future.
Yeah,
One
I
where
could see that.
we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to
Yeah.
bequeath this future to the rich and powerful.
Of
At the
course.
time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come.
Yeah, I
But
know.
she had nobler plans, as you well know.
Yep. They used to be something.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off planet that I understood the true scope of their greed.
Of course.
I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy
Of
could
course.
be endlessly savored in virtual reality.
Yeah, of course.
It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state.
Yeah.
As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes.
Yeah, that's
Now,
fair.
finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course.
Start over,
To
maybe.
fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
That's fair. I'll give her that. Let's hear about the
This
data channel.
you shared with Beta. None of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us.
Meh, of
Even
course.
after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes.
Well,
It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes,
yeah.
though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
Well, she felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you
Yeah.
must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
I mean, on the one hand, I believe that. On the other hand, I very much don't.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below.
I see.
Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yeah.
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical.
I believe
I
this.
thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her.
I fully
She
believe
needed
this.
its shelter even more than I did.
Still feels a little groomy to me, but, you know.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we
Exploded?
spent decades building a new
Let
home.
me guess.
The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it.
And then...
It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event.
I see.
We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a
I
few
see.
of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Well.
Not me. Gerard.
Who
He
put Gerard in
believes it's
charge?
better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age.
Okay.
Always know your exits.
Of
In
course.
this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation. A passage that only I can access. When
Underwater?
Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Once
I still would like to know if my friend is really dead, but...
we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about
And
the
Apollo?
alpha hold of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
Okay.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
Yeah, I
You
see.
hacked his focus?
I see.
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much.
That's fair.
He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings.
I
The
see.
distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
She
That's
got
the
no
one thing
clue.
I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
He's mostly just after, you know, information, but...
Regala's only interested in killing Hikaru and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zeniths?
It's the price she must pay for her war.
I
Without the
see.
ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
That makes
So
sense.
she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hikaru.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle.
I
And
see.
all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you.
Yeah,
That blind spot
that
is
would make
what will
sense.
allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside.
Yeah. That's why we have to move quickly, but... Alright. Tell me you were in a relationship with Elizabeth. I know it.
So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
You've spent your whole life being compared
the
to
honest
her.
answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
Hmm. I imagine how everyone else in the base would have talked about Aloy.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly.
No,
It
guarded.
was a summit in Paris about machine learning. A touchy subject in those days.
That's fair.
Because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs.
Yep.
Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address,
Makes sense.
she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
I like it
Care
though.
about life. Not just follow orders.
Yep.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers.
Just like you.
It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
Go on.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee.
Perfect
She was
timing.
fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent.
Yeah,
Her answer made me realize it wasn't,
of
but
course.
she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was.
I see.
It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead.
Yeah.
I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling.
Yeah. Okay.
First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
It's not great, and she didn't take any joy in it, but she understood the necessity.
Look deeper.
Deeper.
Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
You can see that Liz in her. I like the just, screw it. Beautiful. Is it actually going to show like it would have back in the day? Come on. Hey, good news. We're alive.
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation.
I see.
The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement.
I see.
If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Oh no.
Beta, can you hear me? You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
I'm glad I didn't.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge. Then I think it can be done.
I like that they're keeping that a secret from
Contact again
us.
when it's time. Can you hold on? As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
Thank you.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Kill Regala.
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister.
I see.
Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
I see.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know
Yes.
of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakt.
I see.
The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise.
I see. I'm in.
So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
I see.
Not if. When.
I can't believe Varl's actually dead.
Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Oh no. Are those mine? Or are they gonna try to kill me?
Shock arrow should trigger a chain reaction.
I do really want... Let's return back to the base. They'll give me a chance before I have to settle everything.
To let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Thank you.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering.
Thank you.
I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
I just want to go lay Varl to rest first before we end the stream. but I need to tell them. No, where is she? There's Zoe. Okay.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey, can I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't
Oh,
sit
man.
around wallowing in our losses.
Kutalo's right. We must fight.
I can't believe Varl's
So what are we
dead.
gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Yes.
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So,
Yeah. Oh.
After
His
we
mother's
lost
not gonna be
contact with
happy.
you, we regrouped and went to Gemini.
Oh no.
What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Erik.
the Zeniths were tracking
Yeah.
Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were.
Yeah.
After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived
Yeah.
because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them?
Yeah.
At least we didn't lose you too.
Oh.
So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths and get Beta and Gaia back. But first, we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest
The
of
10
you,
were flyers.
whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Yeah. I
Even
can't
when
believe he's
things are
gone.
darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
Yep.
We all are.
Good.
I can't believe Varl's dead.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
I'm not ready to do that just yet. I want to, but I think I'm just gonna save the game, and I think we're gonna cut the stream here because mentally and emotionally, I don't think I'm ready for anything more now that Varl's actually gone.
Chill air
I
is
can't
prickling
believe
my
it.
lungs.
Hey,
Safe travels, champion.
what was the point of that? I mean, I get it was to really highlight how real the struggle is, but there was no point in it.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
They should have gotten them out of there. But either way, this is where we're going to be wrapping up the stream. I